What do you prefer?
You.
What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be taking a look at a AMS video titled "Women Are Immature Children."
So rude.
What are your thoughts on that?
Just the title. I'm just like
Title alone is throwing you off?
I want to hear his opinion. But we'll see.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. We're going to take a look at this video. We're going to break it down and really dissect what AMS is talking about. All right, so here we go. All right, guys, make sure you don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of March. So show your boys some love and hit that subscribe button. All right, so here we go.
What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patient supporter that wanted to know what affects the woman's minimum attraction requirement. All right, and this is I've been on YouTube so long now. It is amazing that I've been on YouTube now with 2.5 years almost doing this shit. And this is the first time I've heard this question. And this is a damn good question. Because he was like, is it other factors or is it just her personal taste? This is a good ass question, guys. Well, first of all, guys, her cultural upbringing is going to be the number one thing that affects her minimum attraction requirement. Okay, usually this is going to be race. All right, usually. Now you can break through it and find other races attractive, but generally speaking, the average person gonna be attracted to somebody in their race because of our cultural upbringing. That's what we saw. Okay, guys, so that's gonna be number one, whatever the cultural standard is. Okay, you ain't gonna see too many of them Amish people dating outside of that. Y'all guys one of the Amish, those guys who had those little curly pink tails, the little pilgrim looking motherfuckers with the hats and stuff. I think they Jewish and stuff like that. They own kind. Now I'm quite sure some has ventured out, but by and large, they gonna stick to their own kind.
So what are your thoughts on that so far? He's basically saying, if you're a black person, ultimately you're gonna want to date another black person.
Yeah.
Right? So far so good?
So far so good. Nothing too crazy. We'll see.
All right, let's continue.
And that's just because that's their cultural upbringing. Okay, guys, I think they're Jewish, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're Jewish. Okay, so that's gonna be probably number one, guys. Number two, the hard wiring. Now, what's the hard wiring? Guys, whether you know it or not, men and women are hardwired to be more attractive to certain characteristic traits, physical traits of a person. Men are more hardwired to like a curvaceous woman. Women are more hardwired to like tall and fit men. This don't mean you gotta look like fucking Ronnie Coleman. Okay, just fit, just flat stomach, decent shoulders, decent arms, toned. That's it. Women are gonna find you more attractive than a 400-pound guy. That is facts, guys.
So what are your thoughts on that? He's basically saying women like tall, fit men versus a short, fat guy. Like,
yeah.
Do you
Fair.
agree with that, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Simple answer. Anything else you want to add to that?
Well, okay. Obviously, it's like you have to make it work for you. Confidence is honestly the best. What is it? The best quality you can have in yourself. So let's say if you are a guy that's like, maybe on the shorter side, but you do your best to eat healthy and you're working out and your demeanor is confident, that's going to be your biggest point, right?
Right.
Of course, I always think on the health side of like you shouldn't be overly like obese, like just for your life. But
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Not saying a 400-pound guy can't attract women. When I do these videos, you just get lumped in where guys go to one extreme or another. No, a 400-pound guy can attract a woman. What I'm saying is, he gonna have a harder time attracting women than a fit guy. That's all I'm fucking saying. If you 5'7", you gonna have a harder time attracting women than a guy that's 6'3". It's just the fucking bottom line. All right. So she's hard. How she's hardwired. Women are hardwired that way. Okay. That does give you a tall, fit guy. You do have a fucking advantage. But guess what? There are guys who run a 4-2 in football that's sitting their ass on the fucking sideline. Just because you have a fucking advantage doesn't mean that's the end all be all. It's other fucking things, variables at play here other than just that. It's not just a apples to oranges type thing. It's a lot of variables at play here. Okay, guys? So it's not, oh, you tall and fit. No, it's a lot of tall, fit motherfuckers that ain't got no ass. Period. Virgins. Didn't have them. Didn't talk to them on the phone, guys. Tall. I'm looking at the guys, tall, fit guys, 23-year-old virgin. Okay, so it's not. But then you would take another guy, 5'5", 150 pounds, and he banging everything. Okay, so it's a lot of variables at play. But by and large, a tall, fit guy is gonna have an advantage. Okay. Number 3. Trends, guys. This is important. Trends. Any of y'all guys remember growing up? Most of you guys are young. Any of you guys, I can think back to a time when I was young. Well, when I was super young, light skin was in, right? And then Wesley Snipes hit right around with Denzel, right around, I think if I'm not mistaken, like 92, something like that. Where Denzel got real hot, Wesley Snipes got real hot. And all of a sudden dark skin was in. So trends make a difference too, particularly whatever the hot celebrity is at that fucking time. Whatever.
So what are your thoughts on that? Like people just kind of jumping on trends. If a light skin artist is popping, like people are gonna like light skin girls, versus if a dark skin girl's popping, like people are gonna gravitate towards that. Like what are your thoughts on that?
Unfortunately, media does have a big part to play in a lot of people's attraction, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if you keep seeing a certain image in the media, like perpetuated a lot, then you're gonna think, oh, I want that too. Because if all the guys are saying, oh, this is the girl that they want, then like that's always gonna be just their one image for the most part. It's unfortunate, but I also do want to touch on the point that he mentioned that like there are good-looking guys who are fit and tall, whatever, that are virgins.
Yeah.
Don't feel pressure to like sleep with every girl, and you know, I just want to say that like.
Yeah, but to be 23, have all the right parts, tall, fit, and to be a virgin.
I mean, everyone's story is different. Some people could be celibate, some people, you know what I mean? I don't know, like with religious reasons and stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying it's nice to hear that, like, you know, if you are, let's say 23, 24 or whatever, and you're a guy and you think and you look good and you're feeling like, you know, a little sad about it, don't feel sad. It's okay. So that's my opinion. I know you're probably thinking different.
That's your.
Is that bad?
That's what you're going with?
I don't know. What do you like? I don't know. Is that bad?
Well, chances are, if I hear that, it sounds like he doesn't have any charisma. He doesn't have that it factor about him, because guys could look good or look the part, but ultimately, can they speak with women? Do they understand women? Maybe they're saying the right things. Maybe they're saying the wrong things, right? Maybe they're saying the right things at the wrong time. Like there's a formula behind it. It's not just I look good and things are gonna happen. You have to interact with women, and if you're just deterring women by saying these weird things, then you will be a virgin. So I understand what you're saying. Like maybe he's on his own will saying he wants to be a virgin. Yeah. But chances are, for guys 22, 23, he wants some. He wants to get laid.
I'm obviously not a guy. I don't have any brothers. I only have a sister. So like I don't know. Because
I'm just remembering when I was 23. Like you want to get laid, right? You don't want to.
Okay. I was just saying more on the lines of like I know I've heard stories of guys saying like I just truly want to wait and just not sleep with just any girl and want to be special, just haven't found the right girl yet, kind of thing. Which that's admirable. You know?
Yeah, well, more power to them if they're saying, hey, I want to wait.
I would think that's endearing, right? I don't think like, anyways, but. You know, teach his own. Yeah. Anyways, I'm done.
Let's continue.
Whoever the hot celebrity is at that time, you're going to see that. Whatever his look is, you'll tend to see that come into style. So that plays a big... I remember when Michael Jordan made bald men sexy. And any of y'all guys could think back. It was once upon a time, man. And I'm going to give Michael Jordan total credit for this. Before Michael Jordan, being bald was considered not, you know, he's bald. You know, that was he's bald. Then Michael Jordan came in and he made it fucking sexy. Okay, guys. So just these trends, what other women are saying are sexy now. If other women said this sexy, then this is gonna be sexy. If other women said Jerry curls are gonna be sexy, you better believe you have dudes around here growing fucking Jerry curls. Okay, guys. So it's just a matter of trends. What's in, what's out. Do women like dark skinned men this year? Do women like super buff dudes? I remember once upon a time, for a short period of time, where being a super buff dude was in. Then that became he too big, and then it went to more like a Christian Guzman fit, slim, fit type. So it just trends just come in and out, guys. All right, so that will affect it too. Y'all already know women got that sheep mentality where one sees something attractive, then they all see it fucking attractive. Next, guys, her own personal taste. Now, a woman can have all these variables at play where a woman can find attractive, and then but she can override it with what she found attractive. And so this is when I sit here and I tell you guys, this is when you see the woman will date a black guy, even though she know her family is gonna fucking hate him. All right, but she just find him attractive. So her own personal taste comes into play also, regardless of all the other bullshit. You'll see. Listen, I remember when dark skin was in, and I still had girls that like me. So just because something comes in doesn't mean that that's all women gonna pay attention to. You still gonna have some women that they still have their own personal taste, regardless of what society's saying.
So what are your thoughts on that? Like a woman, I guess a woman may have this thing about a guy that they like. Maybe, I don't know, the type of shoes that he wears, or maybe him wearing a gold chain and maybe silver's in. Like, what are your thoughts on a woman liking something specific on a guy that may not necessarily be trendy at that time?
Listen, if you dress decent, you're clean, obviously hygiene, whatever, and you're taking care of yourself physically, and you're, maybe not as big as you, but physically fit, whatever, and has a clean haircut, beard, no beard, whatever, just look clean, you know what I mean? And present yourself with as a gentleman, well-mannered, or, try to be smooth with whatever you're trying to say to get the girl. Doesn't matter what you look like. If you fit that, you look clean, you look proper, and you approach someone with confidence, you could be dark, you could be yellow, you could be, I don't know, you can be whatever skin tone. That doesn't matter. Some girls prefer dark skin, some girls prefer light skin, some prefer brown, or white guys, or Hispanic, whatever. It really, I don't know.
What do you prefer?
You.
Good answer.
You, babe, yeah. But anyways, you gonna leave that?
Okay, guys. Next, age. Age is. Listen, I've had this discussion with y'all guys so many times. I don't feel like having to hear about, why women maturity and all this other shit. Some of you guys think women just go to the beta male provider because she's looking for a provider, because y'all listen to all this red pill rhetoric. And a lot of the red pill shit is good, but it's not. A lot of the red pill shit is just coming cut, it's just white. It doesn't have it don't set no parameters as in different variables that come into play. It just tells you, when a woman turns 30, she's looking for a beta male provider. And hypergamy says that a woman is always looking for a man that makes more money than you. Anybody been dating women know that's, if you're going to take that as an absolute, that's complete bullshit. All of us done had a hot chick when we ain't had no fucking money, and we know she had better options. Okay, guys? And so when I sit here and I tell y'all some of this shit about the red pill, a lot of the shit that you hear in the red pill community is true, but it doesn't take in no kind of different variables. Okay, guys? So, like I said, with a woman's age, when a woman ages, she gets maturity and she finds different things attractive. So what a woman might find attractive at 17, 18, when she get 32, she might not find that attractive. So when a woman's 17, 18, she find a little thug with the cornrows in her head attractive. When she get 32, 33, just a maturity. It ain't no aspect of, she don't want the bad guy no more.
So what are your thoughts on that? Like, let's say you're 17, maybe you like the guy, like he said, with braids. But now when you're, 25, you like a guy like myself. So what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on him saying what he's saying?
Threw me off now.
All right, let's continue. Let's continue.
Sometimes that can be, the issue. I won't tell y'all guys that lie. That sometimes a woman would want to be with the tough guys when they're young, but when you get 32, 33, you start to look for you just fucking mature. The type of women that I was attracted to at 21 is different than when I'm at 41 in November. You think I'm still attracted to the same woman at 21 as I was when I was 21? Hell fucking no. Okay, guys, I prefer to now, if a girl goes in my rotation, I prefer her now to have a fucking career. That was not a requirement when I was 21. The only requirement was to have a fat ass. That's all I fucking cared about. Some thick hips and a big old ass. That's all I fucking cared about. I'm finna be 41 in November. I have much more higher standards for myself. Now, that's just maturity. Okay, guys? So age plays a big role in it. Next, the last one.
So what are your thoughts on that? Because I agree for sure. When I was 21, I just cared about looks. And now that I'm a lot older, it's more about what's your mannerism? Are you feminine? Are you agreeable? Do you have these characteristics, right? So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, of course it changes. Like especially when you're young, you don't know better. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you go off of just like more like looks. They're like, oh, I think he's cute. And then, just kind of go from there. Yeah. But then as you date and as you talk to other people, you kind of find out more about like, oh, you know what? I kind of don't like that. That doesn't vibe with me. So the next guy I talk to, like I know I have a better idea of what I'm looking for. And then as you, like you said, as you get older, your things change. Right. And you get exposed to different things too. And you're like, oh, I actually really like this in somebody. I would love to, find that in somebody in the future. Like he said with career-wise, he didn't care about that when he was 21. But now, obviously, he's pushing 40. It matters to him now, so.
All right, cool.
That's going to be swag. Now, the difference between swag and confidence is confidence, when I think of confidence, is something a woman sees when she's dealing with you, interacting with you, talking to you. Swag is something a woman can see across the room, just the way you carry yourself. That is swag. Confidence is you come up to me and I'm interacting with you and you acting confident. Okay? Swag is the way you walk. And I'm not even talking about sex appeal, guys, because if I say go on sex appeal, I'm thinking more, when I think of sex appeal, I'm thinking more looks. When I say swag, I'm talking about, let's take the sex appeal, let's take your looks out of it completely. I'm talking purely on how you carry yourself, how you stand, just your swagger. Okay, guys? So usually as women mature, they start to move more into swag. Okay, guys? So those are all the variables that are at play with a woman's minimal attraction requirement. I know some of you guys just think it's just looks.
All right, so we're going to end the video here, guys. Like, what are your final thoughts on him saying swag, the way a man carries himself, perhaps the way he stands? Like for myself, I like to stand up straight, chest out. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you look for those things or?
Yeah, posture for sure. No one wants right. Stand up straight. Have some confidence, chin up. I'm trying to think what else. Especially if you know what? Let me give you a formula. So if you're walking straight and you obviously look put together, of course. Yeah. Have a good cologne.
Right.
Please, good cologne is, if you take nothing else from what I say, good cologne, and dress well. Yeah, those three things I would say. It's like a really good formula to have to when you walk in a room and then you walk by a girl and it's like, oh my god, he smells like magic. Like that is what you want. So yeah, and then going from there, then you talk smooth. Right. So yeah, anyways.
So pretty much you agree with what he's saying. Like there wasn't anything that he said that you just didn't agree with.
I think the title doesn't really match with the video, to be honest. Like
well, you said that to get more views and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, no. So at first I was just like, explain your case then, if women are immature children.
Right.
But all the points that he was hitting on, I was like, I think that they're all good advice. So
pretty much spot on.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. All right, guys, so that is our reaction. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.